Sarnus MCSARNFACE. That's the plane we have. It is on its way. See? It's on its way. Look at all those things scheduled. Oh yeah, we'll show you all about it in a second. I actually have to make a small maneuver here in 3 days to correct something, but that's okay. I have, in Kerbin anyway, no, I want to go to here. Around Kerbin, look at this. Look at all these satellites. They're so busy now. See? All these things in polar orbits all over the place. All in varying orbits with a whole bunch of like ComSat 1s ready to communicate with our ship. Hopefully we won't lose signal. Hopefully we won't lose power. God, like it's so far out there. I don't think these 2 solar panels are going to do much. But I have kind of a cheat for that. It's sort of a cheat. All of the satellites have Shibas on them. And so all of the satellites with Shibas, the Shibas have perpetuating, I'm going to use that word, I'm going to misuse that word too much. They have always on alternators. So the Shiba engines are always generating at least 0.6 electric charge per second each.
And what do they use to generate that power?
I have no idea. They're kind of free. Which is like, that's why I said it's kind of cheating.
It is kind of cheating.
Yeah,
Ben.
those engines, they just do that, and it's like, okay, yeah, I guess that's a thing. I wanted to say they used fuel, but like they're nuclear engines, just like the Nerve, but they have alternators that are always on. It's bizarre.
Oh,
I don't know why.
I get it.
I don't know.
Get it. It's a nuclear engine with like a closed circuit cooling thingy.
It's like a radioactive, yeah. It's like an RTG built into it, pretty much, yeah. So this alternator right here.
So you're technically paying for it in weight and heat.
Yes, it is also a quite a heavy engine compared for its size as well. So, and I don't need to worry about the heat so much because there's a ton of space. But yeah. Okay, so the maneuver I'm gonna make. Let me walk you guys through the maneuvers. Let's zoom out really quick. See if it's possible for me to even get a lock on Sarnus. I might need to like tab this. Every time I mouse over this area, there's always like a ton of stuff. Can I get? Nope. How about here? Nope. Here? Nope. Okay, let's tab around for a second then. Oh, is that really all I needed to do before? Is just tab? All right, well, I wasted like 5 minutes of my life before then. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're on a trajectory that's going to take us near Slate. Okay, Slate is one of Sarnus's bigger moons. It's got a pretty good gravity well into it, if you will. It's got a pretty good chunk of gravity there. And we're coming up right now kind of on the wrong side of it. I would like to get closer to this. I would like to get much, much closer. So what I want to do is I'm going to make a maneuver here that is going to bring us over to, rather than going the purple line is where we're at now, okay? The purple line right here is where we're going now. 617,000 meters away from it. Behind it. So it's kind of accelerating us. It's not really what I want. I'm going to go to Slate. I'm going to go in front of it. 419. If I can get closer, then fine, but I don't think I want to get closer because going this angle actually brings me around to this side, to Sarnus. And it brings me around all the way right in close here to a periapsis that is too close, but it's okay because I'm not going to burn enough. You'll see how touchy this is. It's probably very touchy. We're very far away, so we can do a whole lot of change here for not a whole lot of fuel. And that's what I'm looking for. I am going to try to aerobrake into Sarnus. I'm going to try to aerobrake and hopefully not have to use any fuel to get captured. But if I have to use some, then I have to use some. And I need to do all of this kind of ahead of time. I need to program it into the flight computer ahead of time because there's a pretty good chance that I won't have a connection to this, especially once I get in the atmosphere, but certainly long after I get out of this because I'm going to be behind Sarnus for quite a long time before I can get connection to the KSC again. So the maneuver we have right now is 0.1 meters per second. That's all it's going to take, 0.1, to go from where we are here to be in front of Sarnus instead, or to be in front of Slate instead. And this maneuver is actually going to be pretty tricky to do with it being 0.1, especially since I don't have any monopropellant on the plane. So I am going to have the flight computer. I'm not going to have the flight computer execute this. Sorry, I'm not going to have the flight computer execute this. What I am going to have the flight computer do is point me to the node. So let's do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to deactivate all of these nuclear engines. So they're all deactivated. I'm going to turn on 2 of them. The 2 that's closest to the middle, I guess. And then each of these, I'm going to limit the thrust down to like 0.5 if I can. Like as low as it can possibly go. I need lower than that. Like I want like basically no power in these engines. Just enough to where it can like breathe into space basically. And 0.5 and 1 and almost 0.5. Okay, so with only 2 of the nerves on and 0.5 thrust, it's going to take me 26 seconds to burn 0.1 meters per second. Yay. Precision. I like it. So this is going to allow me to be a lot more precise with this. And I could probably just sort of walk it in the way I want when the time comes. So I'm going to tell the flight computer to execute this, but only so that I don't overshoot it when I time accelerate. So this maneuver's in 3 days. So I'm going to have... my dinner's coming back up, guys. Sorry about that. It's very rude, but it's nothing I can like prevent from happening consciously, I don't think. All right, so time accelerate. The wonderful Kerbal alarm clock is going to slow down that time acceleration so that I don't overshoot it. And it should take me to about 3 minutes to the maneuver. Should. Okay. So, 3 minutes left till the maneuver. We can go ahead and cancel this call now. We have a 1.3 second delay already, so... And I imagine we're probably going to have like a 10-minute delay or so once we get to Sarnus, but we will see. Okay, so let's time accelerate slowly. Do not want to overshoot this. Minute 30. 1 minute. And okay, let's slow it down. And we're going to manually burn this. Again, we have such little thrust that it's going to take us 26 seconds to go 0.1 meters per second. It's incredibly like tedious, but you'll see how much precision I have once I get there. And that's at full throttle. That's not even like partial throttle. That's just full throttle. So here we go. And go. Now I'm going to tell Flight Computer to kill rotation instead of pointing it at the node, because once this node disappears, my plane will go haywire, and I don't want that. So now it's going to be kill rotation. Yep, there we go. Slowly burning it down. Let's go back to map view. Take a look at what's happening. Swinging us around Slate. Good. All right, now we can bring it right up to here. And let's slow it down. Get really nice and precise here. Right in there. Slowly. I want to get to about, let's say, how deep do we want to go? Let's try 580 is the atmosphere. So how about we go like 500? 522. 516. You know what? Let's try 5. I'm a little bit nervous about it since it's 14 atmospheres thick. 14 of Kerbin's atmospheres thick. I'm a little nervous about it. So how about we just stop right there? So that's going to be the burn. That maneuver's done. And what we're left with is, let's get the flight computer to do something. How about we have it point... Need to make sure it always has sunlight. How about we go orbital radial... maybe... Yeah, radial's fine. We'll have it point orbital radial. And then we need to schedule some stuff before we start time accelerating here. Just in case we lose connection. Why am I zooming out so far? No idea. All right, so the orbit right now puts us... See, it's starting to move in. I'm a little nervous about that. But I think it's because... Yeah, it's because I'm rotating. The craft is rotating right now, so it's got like a little bit of a... It doesn't quite know where we're going to end up. But that's all right. What is this? Also, Pet, to join Discord to join Hot Tips on Discord, there's a 4-digit PIN to put in after the code. No, there's not. No, there's not. Unless they've changed something, there shouldn't be any PIN number. You should just join. Unless you don't have a Discord account, in which case then you have to like maybe select your own PIN number for your own account and then join the server. I don't know how it works. It's been a while since I've joined Discord. Okay. So now to prepare for our long journey, first thing I want to do is I want to use as little power as possible. So once we get over there, see, right now I'm already nervous about this because the sun, the wings are blocking the sun, and I can't have that. Can we turn a different direction? How about we do this? How about we turn this off, and let's just let this thing coast for a bit so that the wings don't block. Right about like that. Okay, now kill rotation. There we go. Okay, so the wings should not block the sun now. Should have a full view of the sun. Good. Now, each one of these satellites inside the cargo bay are running, and they each use power, 2.6 per second. That's more than my little RTGs inside my engines are generating. So, pending us losing sunlight, it means we will die. Our battery will die. So, I'm going to deactivate one of these. I'm going to switch the target for the Comtech 1 to be Kerbin. Should just point at Kerbin. Yep. And then I don't want this one to shut off yet. Oh, I already did. It already lost connection. Why did that lose connection? This one's pointing at Sat 3. That means Sat 3s must be behind Kerbin right now. So let's wait for Sat 3 to get into get around the planet here. Oh, you know what happened actually? Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. So this one was pointed at a relay. This one here is pointed at one of the satellites that have just the KR-14. So this one's pointed at a satellite that can't communicate with it anymore. That can't be right though. That satellite's got a 60 gigameter range. We're not that far away yet. Hold on, let's time accelerate a little bit ahead here. I should get a connection back. I'm not, though. I'm not getting any connection here. Eventually I will. But this also means that I can't give it any commands and I can't shut down this satellite. And I need to shut the satellite down so we don't lose power. This is pointed at a satellite that's totally operational. I don't know why I don't have a connection. Hold on. The satellite's totally operational, and we are nowhere near out of range yet. So what is going on with this? Let's look back at Kerbin. Can I do that? No, not the sun. Moho, Eve, Gilly, Kerbin. Come on, zoom in. Where's Sat 3? Where's Sat 3? Sat 1. Sat 2. Sat 3 is right here. I'm pointing right at it. Here it is, right here. Why don't I have a connection to this? And this has a direct connection to the... Oh, okay, hold on a second. Let's go back to the tracking station. I need to switch... Oh, I don't need to do that. I could have just switched to the vessel. I want to know why that plane doesn't have a connection right now. Is it possible that the Sat 2 doesn't have an active dish? Did I not activate the dish? Did I just target it but not activate it? Let's find out. That would be a reason. That would be a logical reason. Because it shouldn't be out of range. I mean, there's no way that dish is not gonna. And that's what it is. I never set this dish. Cool. Whew. That was lucky. Active vessel, please activate. Cool. Now let's go back to the SARNY MCSARNFACE here. Where's SARNY MCSARNFACE? Can I switch to a vessel? Or do I have to... Just tabbing through here. Sat 2, sun. Okay, apparently that's not how that's going to work. Tracking station. So it just so happens that the dish was pointing at the one satellite around Kerbin that didn't have a functioning dish at the moment. How lucky. Go to SARNY MCSARNFACE, please. Without heat shields, aerobrake is going to be real questionable. Well, that's lucky that the Mark IV spaceplane system comes with heat-resistant coatings, doesn't it? It's a spaceplane part pack. It's going to have re-entry stuff built into it. It's very tolerant to heat. The whole plane's everything that's a Mark IV part is very tolerant to heat. So it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I'm not going that deep. I'm only going in 80 kilometers, which I know sounds like a lot, but Sarnus's atmosphere is 580 kilometers deep. The thing is, though, we're also going to be traveling very fast. Like, we'll probably be traveling well over 5,000 meters per second. So that might still be too deep. I think it'll be okay. We need to get braked. Like, we need braking. So we'll see. I don't have a connection anymore. Why don't I have a connection? I don't understand. I just activated that dish. All right, let's time accelerate ahead a little bit until I get a connection, because the one dish is pointing at Kerbin. So, like, eventually this dish is gonna get a signal. I wish I could switch the target to one of the interplanetary relays. Let's zoom ahead here. Let's keep going. Our maneuver is not for 2 years, so I can just keep doing this over and over again. There it is. There's the signal. Oh, now it just went away. Now what's that all about? I just had it. Come on. Come back. You just had a signal. There's a signal right there. Now, what is going on? All right. Can I do this while I'm in time acceleration? Because it's giving me a signal, and then it goes away. Oh. What in the world? You give me a signal, and then you take it away, like, super fast. Don't do that. It's not very nice. Come on. Come on. Give me the signal. Can I have it back? Okay, right there we have it. Now let's switch this to one of the relays. Relay 4 sounds good. And they'll switch this one to relay 3. There. They're both on a relay now. But I do want to deactivate one of them, so let's deactivate this one. Can I deactivate it or no? Why not? Is it idle? No. Connected. Connected. I want to deactivate it. 17. Oh, okay, never mind. I get it. We have a 17-second delay. That's why it's not happening. Oh, God, there's already a 17-second delay. Okay, well. So that is now no longer using power. Good. That's what I needed. Now, let's I want to rotate this a little bit. I need this plane to rotate. So how about we turn off the time acceleration if it exists. It doesn't. Okay, so let's kill the flight computer. We'll wait 17 seconds for that to happen. Let's time accelerate. Okay, and good. And now I want to, let's put it into a roll. How about we go like this? Oh, wow. Wait a minute. How did I have an instant response there? That's not right. I should have to wait 17 seconds for that to happen. Why do I have instant response there? Apparently I can instantly roll this. That's not the way it's supposed to be. I should have had to wait for that to happen. Yeah, as long as I'm controlling it with the keyboard, I have like total control right now. But I can't do any commands to it other than that. So I can translate with WASD-QE instantly. But everything else the plane does has to be done with the flight computer. Okay. I guess that's the way it is. So it'll toggle SAS right now for no reason. And then it will do it again for no reason. There we go. Okay. So hopefully that allows those to get power. But if it doesn't, eventually it will. Okay. So here we go, guys. I'm going to time it. I'm going to F5 this because I should totally F5 this. Let's get the next maneuver. Where is our periapsis going to be right now? It's going to be, looks like just above 5. It's doing weird things, but actually I should delete this node. I should delete that maneuver. Yeah, let's delete that maneuver. This is going to go back up. It's got to. If it doesn't, we're in serious trouble. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but let's time accelerate ahead a little bit. See what happens. No, it's still going to be there. I think I need to make a maneuver to bring this out a bit more. That's going down too close. It's going down too much. Let's get another maneuver here. In a day, that's fine. And let's see, what do we have to do to make this happen? Can I get Sarnus, please? Focus view on Sarnus, please. Yep. What do I have to do to make this happen? If I come out a little bit, let's say I want it to be like right in the rings, which is pretty close. But if I go like this, and then maybe retrograde a tad. Well, it's enough to get a maneuver, which is all I need. I need it to point to our node. So let's point this to the node. I need to go back to the engines. And oh god, there's such a big delay on this. Oh, this is gonna suck so bad with the delay. Alright, the engines are still 0.5 here. That's good. So I don't need to worry about those. It's 0.0 here. I need a bigger node. I need a node that actually has 0.1 meters per second just to tell the direction. So let's delete this. No, not this. Let's zero this out. I want to come down and out, so I need to come normal. It's on the opposite side of the solar system right now. And then I need to come retrograde. So let's point the maneuver node. Normal. No, not that much though. Point it just enough to where we can get it to be 0.1 on the chart there. I think this is where I want this to point. Now, we're not going to do that whole maneuver. Like, we're not doing all that. I just need to touch it in the right direction, so. This is complicated stuff, man. It's complicated stuff, and the signal delay is going to make this even harder. It's already making it harder. Okay, I need to just barely touch this throttle. Oh, wait, don't tell me we're going the wrong way with it. Oh, oh, Jesus, right. So there's 17 seconds I have to wait. 22 seconds I have to wait until the throttle that I just pushed will actually take effect. Okay, we'll wait for that to happen. And I can't time accelerate through that either, I bet. Because then it probably will cancel it. It's okay, let's just get it out. Let's just get it slightly outside of the atmosphere. This is way too deep now. We're talking like, this is totally burning up right now if I leave it here. Has it not been 22 seconds yet? Come on, bring it out. Yeah, it's slowly coming out. I need to come out a lot faster. So let's do like I don't know. We'll hold it for like 3 seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003. Okay, kill it. We'll wait. The 22 seconds that we have to wait in order for that to happen. It just keeps going down. It just keeps sinking into Sarnus. I don't know why it's doing that. You'd think the maneuvers would stay still. Why would it keep falling?
Because it hates you.
Like, I planned this out, and I had it perfect where I wanted it, and now the thing just keeps moving. Is it not going to accelerate?
I don't know, but it's probably because you're live in front of people.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense that this would... Like, it just keeps going down. Even though we're on our course towards Sarnus, it just keeps going down. Let's turn the engine on, I guess. I need to go retrograde. I need to go far more retrograde. It just keeps falling. Now we're sub 200K now. Like, what the hell is this? Let's go... I'll turn my engines up like this. We'll leave it up for a bit. No, it's totally sinking in. Okay, this has got to change. Let's delete. Let's zero this out. Like, this is my maneuver right here. Let's bring it out all the way here. Let's bring this out. Go retrograde and bring this out now. But it's bringing it up. I don't want to do that. Let's bring it back down like this. This is like so nerve-wracking. The maneuvers are real. It's so nerve-wracking. And it takes forever for the engine to respond. It's really hard. All right, 458. Well, that's technically I'd like 458 over what's happening now, which is an intersection course. I literally have my line is literally, you know, piercing through Sarnus's body right now. 869. You know, we're not going to get any aerobrake with 869, but maybe I can watch it. Maybe I can watch it pull itself in and then time accelerate once it gets. Maybe it will cheat. Well, if it's going to cheat, we should cheat with it, you know? Because when I go into full time acceleration, the maneuver stops moving. So it's only when I'm in real time that it moves. So let's try this. Let's have this point towards... I have this thing... I have flight computer pointing me maneuver prograde the whole time, so... Can we get some physics movement here, please? Why is this taking forever to move over there? Do we not have any electric power, or what's going on? No, we're fine. Why are you taking forever to move? I'm so lost why you're not moving towards the maneuver. Alright, hold on. Retrograde. And up. Come on. It's over there somewhere. The problem with this is that you really have to... You have to have an actual 0.1 meters per second in order for it to give you a maneuver node. You have to have that in order for that to happen. So I have to go extreme on my directions that I want just to get a maneuver node and then hope that it works that way, and it probably won't. Probably isn't going to do at all what I want it to do. It doesn't look like it's going to. Looks like it's doing the opposite. Wait a minute. Retrograde will bring it outwards, like this. Okay. And then going up will bring it up. But I can't go up too much. So I guess I just have to go retrograde then. Fine. Orbital, retrograde, do that. Let's get rid of the maneuvers, and we'll just do this a little bit at a time. Tiny steps, I guess. It's really frustrating. Why did I select to have this... Like, why did I choose to do this challenge with RemoteTech? Could somebody answer that? Like, why did I say, hey, let's use RemoteTech for this? Because I wanted to know what it would be like later when I did it in the series. Because I have to do this in the series, and I don't get to F5 it later. So I thought if I do another challenge where I do get to F5, maybe I could get some experience behind me for it. Of course, I will have lots of like little trial runs and stuff later. Totally gonna test everything. Why are you not going? Yeah, go to your mark. Orbital retrograde, please. Get over there. Get over there. There you go. Okay. We're on our mark. I know it's so interesting to watch this, like, just the image of Sarnus instead of the ship. I know. But those of you who play KSP, you know what's going on. I think. I hope you do. All right. Very slowly, I need to hit the throttle. And we'll just go ahead and wait for that to happen. There it goes. All right. Periapsis. Who knows what the periapsis is doing? It looks like it's actually growing now. It's so backwards. What is this? The periapsis is coming back up all on its own. I haven't even touched the throttle for this. So bizarre. All right, how about we... But it's going down. I want it to go up where the rings are, and now it's going down. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm just... It doesn't know what it wants. It doesn't know, guys. It doesn't know. Okay, well, it's finally doing what my shift key told it to do. I don't know how many times I pressed the button before, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, it brought it back up to looks like 560, and now it's starting to fall again. But I need it to go up. Like I need it to also raise up. So let's zero this out. And let's go up this way now. And what happens if I go up this way? Can I get it to... Alright, you know, it's not a big deal. That's fine. It's inside the ring. It's not inside the atmosphere, but that's fine. Because once I'm there, I can play around with it then. So let's go... I need to go what? I need to go anti-normal. Let's go anti-normal. It's so tedious. All right, let's do a physics time warp. See if this thing get itself over there quicker. The node is not in. The node isn't even until a day, but I don't care. At this distance, it won't matter if I burn it now or a day from now. All right, we're pointed the right direction now. So I should be able to hit the shift bar a couple times, or shift key a couple of times. Let's try like that. And see what that does in 22 seconds. Let's see what it does. We can time accelerate a little bit. Okay. What is it going to do? It's raising it up. About like that. Yeah. Okay. About like that. Cool. So, and it's kind of coming in now, right? Or no? I think it's up enough. Oh, I pressed it again. Must have. Let's point this. I don't know if it's going to burn anymore. Hang on. I got to make sure it's not going to burn anymore. Okay, so we're out that far now. Now I need to bring it prograde to bring it closer to Sarnus. So let's have it point prograde. And we'll wait 22 seconds for that to happen. We'll zero out the maneuver. My brother's texting me. Look at chat, man. I'm like seriously focusing on this maneuver right now. I'm not going to look at chat at the moment. I'd love to look at chat. And I plan to look at chat a lot while we're in transit. But right now, I need this to work. I need this to be right. Okay, so I need to go prograde in order to bring it in closer. So what happens if I go prograde from here? Prograde should bring it in closer. Yeah, it will. By a lot. See, that would be okay. 740. It's still too high, though. I really wish I could get a maneuver node that was both normal and prograde at the same time. But I can't. Not in the right quantity, anyway. Like, not in the right amount. I need it to be slightly normal. Basically not normal at all, just prograde. Not even prograde. Like, what is this doing? Yeah, I need normal and prograde. So, is there like a way to do a little bit of each? He saw it. Yeah, I did. Why are trying to get me to stop focusing on a pointless maneuver? Why is that a pointless maneuver? It's not a pointless maneuver. Look at it. It's totally not in the right spot. I'm not going to aerobrake at 1.8 million meters. That's not a pointless maneuver. If I zoom ahead right now, I'm going to end up 2 million meters away from Sarnus and unable to aerobrake. Like, that's like, look, I'll time accelerate. Watch how the maneuver node stays exactly the way it is. It stays exactly where it is. But when I stop out of time acceleration, then it moves around. It doesn't look like an error to me. All right, how about this? How about this? It looks like it's slowly creeping in right now. So I'm going to let it creep in and see how much it actually creeps in. Because if I get to Sarnus, if I get to Sarnus' sphere of influence, and then I want to correct this, it's going to be super expensive. Like, it's way too expensive to do that. So this is creeping in right now, which is good. I need it to. It's creeping in. Creeping in. Not sure how much I pushed the gas, but I think that's enough there. I'm seriously not going to look at your text right now. I don't know why you're texting me. Stop it. All right. Fine, I'll look. What is it? Oh, nice little emojis. Great. We've reduced it to emojis now. All right, here we go. We're just going to go like this. It's at 1.3 now. Time warp a little bit. What do you think, Kit?
I don't know.
Have you ever encountered this before where it moves around on you like this?
No, I have not, because I don't use RemoteTech remote most of the time. So it's completely unknown to me.
Shh. Well, it's moving in slowly, but it's also moving up, and I want it near the rings. Because that's where I want to pivot, right here. It's going to be very expensive to change inclination. I don't want to have to worry about changing inclination. Like right now, it's costing to make all these little movements to go across up like a little higher than the rings, a little lower than the rings. To make all these movements right now, it's costing me like 0.1 meters per second of that. It costs me basically nothing. But if I do it near Sarnus, it's going to be hundreds of meters per second to make this change. It's like it's like I don't want to do it when I'm there. I want to do it now and get it locked in. It looks like it's creeping closer to Sarnus right here, which is kind of I don't know. If this thing moves in naturally all on its own and it gets into like... It doesn't look like it's going to. Let's zero this out and move this again. Yeah, it's starting to move out now. It's really bizarre. Let's make it come down a little bit more. Right there. That would be so good if I could do that. Let's point radial. Nope, normal. Point normal. We'll do one more little burn, and then I'm just gonna time accelerate to Sarnus. We'll see what we get. If I had more fuel, like if I had another 800 meters per second in my tank, I wouldn't care. Like whatever, let's just go. But I don't, and I don't want to like do all this and then not have the fuel to make it happen.
Indeed.
So if it means spending an extra 15 minutes on a maneuver before I can time accelerate to Sarnus, otherwise I fail, then that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's go up a little bit. Shift a couple of times here. And we'll wait 22 seconds. I think that's enough right there. Time accelerate a little bit. Ooh, don't go too far. There. Yep. It's coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. It's right about where I want you. Yep, that's where I want you. Cool. So you're moving in or out. It's pretty close. Let's save it here. F5 this. If I physics time warp, will the changes that this is making go faster?
I have no idea.
No, it doesn't look like it. So it looks like these change, like the peri-G. I guess it's not really a peri-G or a periapsis. What is this? A perisarn? I don't know what you call this, but whatever this is, it's calling it a periapsis, I guess. It's just gonna move around, and there's nothing I can really do about it, except wiggle it, which is what I've been doing. Yeah, exactly, Nick. Exactly, Jake. That's exactly why I don't look at chat very often, because I just know people are having like discussions that have nothing to do with the game. That's exactly what no. I'm being sarcastic. I don't look at it right now because I'm concentrating on getting this right. See, this is moving in now, which is what I want it to do. So if this gets to like 500 and something, then I'm gonna lock this in with a time acceleration, and we're just gonna go. It's also moving lower, which is not what I wanted. Let's go anti-normal. Let's rotate. Let's move down anti-normal real quick. Are you not going to move or what? What are you doing? Oh, right. Delay. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. Move yourself. 690. This is good. This is what I wanted. We're getting closer. Come on, rotate yourself. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. Move it up a bit. All right, you know what? I think we're close enough now to where the small change I need to make later I can probably make within the sphere of influence. And that might be better to do it then. Just because that's really close.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, wow. Somebody's here. Hey, what's up?
So what you're seeing is floating point errors.
Yeah.
And the reason it keeps moving around is because you're so far away. And when you go into time acceleration, it puts it, quote unquote, on rails.
Yeah. But how is the floating point error, like, how is this? This is affecting my actual, this is affecting where I'm going to end up, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically what you have to do is get kind of close and then make corrections when you're a little bit closer.
But, like, that's going to cost me more. Like, you mean, like, a little bit closer as in what?
Still, you can do it outside of the sphere of influence.
Yeah, but I can't do it for free, right?
No, but it's still going to be pretty cheap as long as you do it fairly far away.
Okay, this thing's moving in right now. So I'm gonna lock it in with full time acceleration here as soon as it gets to like in the atmosphere, and then I'll move it up later. So it's almost there, and let's just do that. So I'm locking this in right now about 586. It's just outside the atmosphere. It's just underneath the rings, and I've got it in time warp. So let's prepare the ship and make sure the ship is fully prepared, which I probably can't do in time acceleration, can I? No, I can't. Okay then. No, I can't. So what I need to do is I need to activate all the engines again. So let's take it out of time acceleration, activate the engines, which is going to apparently take, oh my god, it's going to take 22 seconds for each of these things. Oh yes, that's the good stuff right there. Time accelerate, all the engines should pop on, and then thrust. Thrust again. Okay, so hold on. Now, thrust is at 99 on this one and 99.5 on this one. I need it at 100, so let's see if I can get it to go all the way. And all the way. Thrust is 100, good. On this engine. Thrust is 100. Can I get 100, please? Thank you. Activate and activate, because these two shut off when the other one's turned on. All right, so all of these are on. Okay, so now I have it set to normal, and you know what? That's probably fine. Just for the sake of making sure it gets the sun, I'm going to say that that's probably fine. Anything else I need to do before I get super far away? Engines are up all the way. Good. Radiators are out. I don't need those out, actually. Let's collapse those. There will be no need to have those out. Retract all radiators. And I think that's it. So, now, punks. 454. It ended at 454. So I am going to aerobrake right now if I don't change something, but hopefully I can get it. So now, punks, we can go ahead and I can accelerate, and we can spend like a good 5 minutes traveling through space, because KSP has a maximum you can time accelerate at. So we'll just spend some time together as this goes at 100,000 times speed, and it still takes 5 minutes to reach Sarnus. And now I can look at the chat. Thank you for your help. I don't even have the... I don't know who you are. I don't have the Discord window open. Who was that? That was... it wasn't G-Man.
Maverick or Julian.
Oh, okay. I hear you now. Wait. Maverick or Julian? Oh, you must be new. I don't recognize you. Oh, well, hi. Welcome. Thanks. I was like, wait a minute. I have a bronze now? Like, I didn't have a bronze. Now I do. Yay.
Welcome to the family. Such as it is.
Such as it is. So right now, currently very functional, aside from this one misfit guy named Charlie, who's really not very functional at all. Let's see. What do we have here in the chat? We have... Finally come to do your job, G-Man. Oh, G-Man is here then. Yeah, I see the Discord now. So, what do we have? We lost a few people watching, which is totally understandable. I actually can't believe people wanted to watch me do that anyway. But you know what? Now we're done messing with maneuvers. Well, no, we're not. We have lots of maneuvers to make because of satellites being remote tech. But at least we're done messing with maneuvers that are not Sarnus. So. Now, how close do I have to be before these floating point errors go away?
So it totally depends.
Like currently, I'm
I'm
further away from the sun right now than Jewel. So, like, how close can I get? If
I generally do course corrections like halfway, and then another one just before I enter sphere of influence, and they're normally really small, like sub 10.
Okay, well, I am at least 3/4 of the way there. Yeah, I would say that's definitely qualifies as being 3/4 of the way there. I'm well outside Joule. Nope, that's just still rude. Just as rude as the first time I did it. All right, I'm thinking if let's stop the time acceleration and see if this thing still moves. Oh yeah, it's still moving. Let's keep it back on. Let's put it back on. Now it's at 460 now though. At least it pulled out a little bit. There are certain situations where that's a good thing. Let's do this. What we got in the chat here? Defend Canada from being called Northern U.S. You don't want to be called Northern U.S., man. You don't want to be that. Your military budget will skyrocket and your healthcare budget will greatly decrease. Which, I mean, some of you may like that, but some of us don't. Notes the totally ratchet wrench. Oh yeah, because G-Man's got the ratchet wrench now.
And I'm going to keep calling it that.
So, this will be, right here live, this will be the first time I've ever seen Sarnus, like, in a craft, in its influence. This will be the first time I've ever seen Sarnus. And, I'm kind of excited about that, gotta say. A little excited to see it up close. Might be intimidating. It's pretty big. I mean, it is a gas giant after all. I'm pretty sure it's bigger than Joule. I might be wrong on that. I might be wrong, but I think it's bigger than Joule.
Hey,
if you count the
honest
rings, it
question.
certainly is.
Why can't I censor pet?
Because pet is a mod.
I just feel like I should be able to censor pet.
Pet is immune to moderation because he is also a mod.
Yeah, I know that makes sense. I just want to censor pet.
I'm sorry.
Well, too bad.
Too bad.
This can't really be the reign of God Emperor G-Man unless he can censor pet.
Are you sure you're Canadian? Because you seem awful American right now, wanting to censor your opponents.
Yeah, it's very Trump of you.
Yeah. All right, we're
Yeah,
just...
moving to tech.
Okay, I'm just outside of the sphere of influence of Sarnus, and it is still moving around. It is still doing it, so... Let's get into the sphere of influence. And... we are almost in. Almost. And it keeps moving my time acceleration. There it goes. Okay, we are in the sphere of influence. And what do you know? It's still moving. It's still moving, even though I'm in the sphere of influence right now. The sphere of influence around Sarnus must be so massive that even inside of the sphere of influence, you can get that error. Where is it? It's right there. There it is. This is how far away it is. It's all the way over there, and I'm in the sphere of influence right now. That's gargantuan. Hold on. The rest of the solar system, there's the sun, all the way over there. Am I losing power or gaining? I am gaining electric charge. Good. Whew. I was worried about that. Not very fast, though. If I had that other satellite dish on, I would be definitely not gaining power. Look at that. Eve, Kerbin, like Duna, all that stuff is all the way over there. There's Joule, way over there. And then Sarnus is about as big as the rest of that stuff. It's about as big as that, but yet I'm in the sphere of influence for it. All right, well, let's time accelerate. We'll watch it come at us. No, we got to do this right. F2. Yeah, there you go. You know it. You got to do this right. Like this little speck right here, guys. That's where we're going. Everything's moving around, moving around, moving around. Oh, yeah. All the rings. Whoop. Hang on. Let's not get too crazy with the time acceleration here. And... ooh, okay, hold on. Slow down. Is this my frame rates? Whoa. Whoa, my frame rates have been killed. What happened? Whoa. I lost like 20 frames per second. Oh yeah,
Is that common for modded planets?
I don't know. I feel like that's... Wow. Yeah, I've lost a lot. Okay. Well, let's continue while my solar panels are still facing the sun. Because I have a feeling it might change. I'm also going to change to be radial out. Yes, radial out is what I want. 7-minute delay on the signal right now. 7 minutes. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna let this. I'm gonna let my vessel rotate the right direction really quick. Actually, I don't need to do that because... No, I don't need to do that. I'll let this do it when it needs to, not right now. I still have the solar panels getting energy, so I'm gonna leave it where it is. So here's Slate. Slate is right here. Isn't it beautiful? It looks pretty big.
Yeah, it does.
Let's get closer to it. We are going to get... I mean, that's pretty big. We're 1 million meters away from that right now. That's really big. And we're traveling pretty fast. I'm a little bit worried about the aerobrake due to how fast we're traveling around Sarnus. Is my periapsis still moving? No, it's decided to take a rest at 40. It's decided to rest at 457,000. So I think that's probably too deep. So should we make a maneuver here to change it? Now that it's locked in place, we're in Slate's sphere of influence, but if I make a small change at periapsis here, I might be able to influence the little Oberth effect or whatever this is. It's not really Oberth, but I don't know if does that qualify? It does, doesn't it? You're just using the gravity of another body to accelerate you, or in this case, slow me down. Let's make this be where it's going to be. There's 2 copies of it for some reason. If I was to go retrograde on periapsis here, can I bring this? Oh, I need to go prograde. All right, I need to slow down less, right? I need to speed up. So look how expensive this is going to be now. All right, that's going to bring me in 500. And you know what? I'm kind of okay with 500. I think 500 will be fine. Should I be a little less? Let's be a little less adventurous. Let's go. I really don't want to burn up. We're going to get an aerobrake, but I really don't want to burn up. So how about we go to like 505? 510. It's getting expensive, though. I'm already going to be using 25 meters per second. That's 535. That's a little too shallow. I want to be a little more adventurous than that. Let's maybe go 520. 520. Come on. Come on. Oh, too far. Stop. Oh, the frame rates, they're killing me. No, wow. Frame rates, seriously. When I let go of the mouse, you should let go of that node thing. That's what you should do. At the same time I let go of the mouse. Let's try to do it together, computer. Come on. Uh-huh. Go down, go down, go down. And... whoops, stop. You know what? Good enough. 519.33. Fine. That's going to cost me 19 meters per second. Let's face the node, which is going to take... oh, shit. That's going to take 7 minutes to rotate. And I have 2 minutes until the maneuver. Well, we'll just do it late then. Fine. Let's just point prograde. Go. We're going to have to point prograde. We're going to do this maneuver late. There's no other way around it. But I have the general direction right, so it should be fine. Bye, Slate. It's really good texturing, too. Pretty good definition here. He's done a good job. I'd like to land on Slate one of these days. Maybe I'll get a chance to do that in the Conquering series. I don't know. I might need a base of operations somewhere to help me with Elu, but it kind of makes more sense to just establish it on Elu. given the gravity. Establishing one on Slate doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Okay, we're going to be doing this maneuver way late. But it's okay. I need to get out of... Point prograde, please. Okay, you're going to point prograde now? Yep, that's what you're doing. We're starting to lose power. I'm hoping that's because of the reaction wheel running and not because we're too far away. Okay. So I need to get pointed the right direction here. It's close. Let's do a physics time warp. There's another name when you slow down using gravity. It's not called the Oberth effect. I know when you slingshot, right, that's another name for a gravity assist is a slingshot. But you pass in front of the body that you're slingshotting to slow down. You pass behind it to speed up. And I believe we just used Slate to slow down a little bit, but it's not a whole lot. Okay, if I burn prograde here, I'm wondering what actually happens. But we're going to find out. Oh, it's going to take so long to burn this. Okay, I'm hitting the button. Where is it? It's pulling up, which is good. Sarnus periapsis is rising. Apparently I don't have a delay on my throttle anymore because I have instant control of this right now. I thought I was going to have to wait for that to happen, but I didn't have to. You know what? Let's do 518. Sounds good. Okay, so that's going to be where we enter. And 518, it's so low. It's below the rings, but whatever. We're going to be below the rings. That's just the way it is. Now we need to set up the flight. We need to tell the flight computer to do something after Sarnus because we're not going to be able to do it. So I'm thinking we tell it to right about here. Right about here. Let's make a maneuver here. This is in 2 hours and 54 minutes. So let's put a delay on our flight recorder here, our flight computer. Let's put a 3-hour delay on this. And then I want to tell it to point orbital... orbital retrograde. That will happen in 2 hours and 52 minutes. After 8 minutes. So that will happen in 3 hours. Perfect. Then, when it's turning that way, it's going to take a bit for that to actually happen. So how about we add another 5 minutes to the delay? And then I want you to... How do I tell it to do a certain amount of delta V in a certain direction? Do I just tell it to burn for a certain number of seconds? Because that's not what I want to do. Maybe I go like this. I don't know how this works, but I'm going to say throttle 100%. I want you to burn for, let's say, 30 seconds. Starting now. Okay, so I've told the flight computer that in 3 hours, I want it to turn to face... I want it to turn and face orbital retrograde from whatever direction it's currently heading. And then 5 minutes or so after it does that, it's going to burn full throttle for 30 seconds. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough to get me captured, but I'm hoping that if we're not captured purely by the aerobrake alone, that the extra 30 seconds that I apply here will probably do about 200 to 300 meters per second. And I'm hoping that that extra thrust will be enough to get us into and be captured. From there, I have all the time in the world once I'm captured, pending, of course, any of the moons getting in my way. But from there, I have all the time in the world. So that's what's going to happen there. Now, in how long is this going to take to get to the atmosphere, I wonder? If I go probably here, how far away is this? This is 2 hours and 39 minutes away. Let's say in 2 hours and I gotta be better be safe than sorry, I think. Let's say 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. I want you to pull, hold on, go. Oh no, that's not what I want. Don't. Go back to the ship. There we go. In 2 hours and 15 minutes from now. Wait, are the wings blocking my solar panels? They are. Okay, I need to adjust this really quick. Let's say in 2 hours and 15 minutes, though, I want you to pull in your solar panels. That's probably not enough. You know what? Let's do 2 hours. Even if I run out of energy, it's going to be fine, I think. Even if I run out of electric charge, because the satellites in the cargo bay will at least charge the engine, or at least charge the ship enough to extract the solar panels with those little RTGs. So it'll be just enough to at least pull the solar panels back out. So in 2 hours, I want to retract the solar panels. Okay, that's going to happen in 2 hours. Or it's not. Oh, there it is. Yep, it moved up here. So that'll happen in 2 hours. Also, let's say in... What my orientation do I want to be when I enter Sarnus? I kind of like the angle I'm at right now, to be honest. Maybe I just have it kill rotation here. Let's just say, let's put a 0 delay on this really quick. We'll say kill rotation for now. Let's time accelerate here a little bit. About to lose. I don't want to lose connection because it looks to me, and I might be wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure Slate's about to get in our way.
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty sure Slate's about to block the sun and all of Kerbin and everything. So I'm trying to get all the commands in time. Let's also, just in case we do have a fiery glory, let's also move all the fuel reserves into the center tanks where they're more shielded. So, come on, let's... Give me the windows here. Come on. Come on. Open them all up. Alright, is there fuel? Can I transfer fuel into here? I can. Let's move all the fuel into the cargo bay fuel tank. So if we lose everything, the cargo bays and stuff are the most likely to survive if we're going through fire because they're the most shielded. They're the most protected against heat. But all the rest of the stuff could burn up. Honestly, if we lose the wings and the all that other stuff, I could care less about that stuff, honestly. We could lose the wings and everything. Just as long as we still have the solar panels, which is not likely to survive, unfortunately, but just as long as we have the solar panels and the main body of the craft, and at least like 2 engines. If we can survive with that, then I'll be fine. Because the cargo bay has all of our communication stuff inside it too. So, all right, we have all the fuel reserves. This is gonna happen. Slate's gonna get in our way pretty quick here. I have it on kill rotation right now, but I'm not sure that's the best call. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. How about we say in 2 hours and 30 minutes, just because we can. 2 hours and 30 minutes from now, I want you to face, as best as you can, I want you to try to hold orbital prograde. Okay, good. Anything else we need to do? Am I missing? I'm going to look at the chat. Am I missing anything before we get in there? I'm looking at the chat. If you guys see anything I'm missing before we get into Sarnus, let me know, because we're about to lose signal. I know we are. Slate's going to get in our way. Slate's moving this way. It's already covering up Jewel. And it's going to get in front of the sun. We're going to lose electricity. We're going to lose signal, all that stuff. And I'm hoping we get it back, but I don't know if we will. Just based on the timing of this, I'm kind of thinking Slate's going to be in our way until we're already in Sarnus' atmosphere. So we might lose signal for good after this little couple of... I'm going to say maybe two minutes in-game time, we'll probably lose signal. pitch up for 50 aerobrake. Pitch up 50 for aerobrake. That's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do. Pitching up 50, but I can try. How about do I use pit here? PIT? Is that what that is? Is pitching up? I don't know what this is. Then it says 90.
Yeah.
So if
Pit is pitch.
So if I pit up 50, if I bring this down, let's say 50 degrees for re-entry is what it says. That's what he says. So we'll do that. So 50 degrees. Whoops, too many times. 50 degrees. Stop it. We'll put a delay on that for, let's say, well, hold on. Let's zero this. Let's cancel the other orbital prograde command out here. Where's the other prograde? This one right here. I want to cancel this one. Can I expand this and make it wider? No. Okay, fine. This prograde maneuver needs to be canceled. So let's do that. And then in 2 hours, let's just do it in 2 hours. We're going to take 2 hours. Wait, it should tell me time to periapsis here. It doesn't, because I'm still in Slate's sphere of influence. So it won't tell me that. Well, okay, fine. It should tell me that if I try to make a maneuver, though, it should tell me. So let's say we put a 2-hour delay on this. And then if I was to make, so we'll be going to periapsis in estimated 2 hours and 34 minutes. So let's say right about here, 2 hours and 24 minutes. That's actually pretty good. So let's say 2 hours and 25 minutes from now, I want to point orbital prograde pitch at 50, right? That's what I want to do. Let's see if that actually happens. This is complicated. Look at all these commands we have ahead of time. Yeah, and retracting all solar panels, that's going to happen too early. But again, I think we're going to be blocked. I think the sun's going to be blocked anyway. Okay, so I got the commands in place. Let's cross your fingers and see what happens.
Crossing them.
Slate's moving in front of the sun. And we're just now leaving Slate's sphere of influence. So let me see if I can adjust it now that I have. Let me get into Sarnus' sphere of influence here really quick. Sarnus. Leaving Slate. Leaving Slate. There we go. Okay, we're in Sarnus' sphere of influence now. And yeah. Okay, so we have absolutely no sun coverage now. Slate is in our way. But luckily, Kerbin, we still have a signal to Kerbin. Yep, Kerbin is on the far left side on the screen right now. Kerbin's, I got my mouse over it right now. So we'll have a signal in Kerbin for quite a while, but we're not going to be able to keep it. Slate's going to get in our way any second now. So we might as well just sit back and watch this happen unless we have any last-minute commands, which I can't really think of any. Extend panels at 4 hours. Oh, good point. Yes, thank you. Extend panels. 4 hours and 25 minutes is fine. I'm not going to get crazy with it. 4 hours and 25 minutes from now, I want you to... Oh, you know what? I can't tell it to extend panels. I can't tell it to do that. Wait, yes I can. Well, I can't tell it to extend them because they're already extended and the command doesn't exist. But if I do a 0, if I do no delay at all, right? Retract all the solar panels now because we don't have sun anyway. Wait 7 minutes. Hopefully Slate doesn't get in our way in 7 minutes. It might. Stay out of our way, Slate. I'm watching you. Solar panels go in, hopefully. Switch the flight computer to 4 hours. Okay, now that they're retracted, I should be able to tell it to do it. So let's retract them. Yep. And okay. Now the Shibas in the cargo bay are enough to keep our power up. Look at that. Cool. The Shibas in the cargo bay are just enough to keep us at 0. So we cheated that way. We'll say extend all solar at 4 hours from now. Cool. Anything else we have? Turn on trajectories to see how the orbit is. Good idea. So many ideas in the comments. Maybe I should read them more often. Just kidding. All right, so trajectory says our aerobrake is actually not going to be good enough to get us into orbit. That's what it says. I'm wondering if there's anything I can do about that now. I'm going to go with no. I'm going to go with no. But that little burn I had scheduled shortly after arrival, maybe that will do it.
Maybe.
Maybe I could schedule another one. I don't know. Trajectories is telling us that it's not really going to do much. That's what it's telling me right now. Wonder if I burn a little bit. If I burn a little bit anti-radial or whatever it's called, radial towards Sarnus, I would actually move my orbit further, like closer to it, which might be enough to aerobrake me. Let's see. Can't do it in 5 minutes. I won't get the signal there in time. Let's schedule a burn if I can to like maybe 23 minutes from now. And if I go towards Sarnus a little bit, I'm wondering if I can influence this enough to... Yeah, there we go. See, it's starting to get a little bit in. So if I keep going towards Sarnus, I can aerobrake myself much more effectively. Oh man, that's pretty intense right there. Let's put a 0 on this delay here. I'm going to tell it to execute the next maneuver. Yep, execute next maneuver. Just so it's in there. I can adjust it as time goes on, but at least it's going to be in there. We should also have it go 0, so let's have it point toward the node now. Let's move this in a little bit. So I'm going to burn a little bit towards Sarnus just to kind of make it angle a little bit more. See if we can get a capture. If I don't get a capture from that, I should at least get a capture from the burn after that. I'm a little worried about... Oh, God. It's going to put my periapsis at 404. That's too deep. That's too deep. I can't do that. I'm bringing this back out. I don't want to go 404. I'm going to bring it back out. Even if it's not as effective, I'm still going to bring it back out. 435. I still think that's too deep. I don't think I should go anywhere below 450. Well, that's 450. Is 450 enough? Oh, man. I feel like that's risky. Should we do it? Should we do 450?
Sure, why not?
That's 130 meters into the atmosphere. 130,000 meters into the atmosphere. An atmosphere that's 14 times thicker than Kerbin's. And we're traveling very fast. Very fast. I'm going to go just a hair. Just a hair less than this. Let's do 455. 450. It still says 450. Let's move it out. And 454. You know what? We'll do 454. So the plane should execute this maneuver on its own time. It should. Time accelerate. We're gonna lose signal, and then I won't have it. Then I won't have a say.
Well, you know what you say you do now. F9.
Yeah, F5 right now. You F5 right now.
F9? Oh yeah.
It's too late.
F5.
It's too late now, isn't it? Wait. No, it's not, because the maneuver happens in 11 minutes. Good. So I could still cancel it because there's only a 7-minute delay. So I can still cancel it. I'm F5ing now. Okay. We'll see how strong Sarnus really is. All right. So we can return to this point at any time if we need to. And we'll still have a signal, which looks like we have a signal for quite a bit of time. We got lucky on Kerbin's position. It's all the way, like, as far that way as possible. So let's Oh no, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I really screwed the pooch there, didn't I? Well, that's gonna be fun. F9. I may have time accelerated.
A
After,
little too far?
it's like Kerbal Alarm Clock said, okay, you're about to perform this maneuver in 3 minutes. Allow us to get in position now. And I just time accelerated through that entire part where it's going to get in position. So it's about to perform the maneuver just facing prograde, which is gonna drive my periapsis right into Sarnus. No, thank you. So we did.
I seem to remember aerobraking really deep at like 300.
Oh, you know what else we can do to help the aerobrake? I can put the brakes on. Put the air brakes up. Why not?
And hope they don't burn off.
Hope they don't burn off. Yep. We'll just toggle the brakes. If they burn off, then they burn off. Whatever. I'm not coming back to Kerbin most likely. If I can see, the thing is, if I can aerobrake this and somehow get into orbit and still have like 1,000 meters per second left, there's hope that I can get back to Kerbin with that. Maybe. There's a little bit of hope. Might be able to pull that off. I'm not optimistic, which is why it's a remote-controlled plane and not a Kerbal, not a manned mission. Okay, so the maneuver is going to happen after the brakes. So let's just time accelerate to where the brakes are going to come out. Should get the air brakes out. There we go. Air brakes are deployed. We got three on the top and bottom of each wing for a total of 12 air brakes. And then I'm going to time accelerate to the point where the flight computer says, okay, we're going to go face the maneuver now. And it should totally do it. I don't wonder why it's not doing it already. But it's not. It's not moving.
It's going to be like watching Curiosity, having the delay on Discord. Don't know what's going to happen.
I'm not understanding exactly why the plane isn't moving. The plane's not moving towards the maneuver. And I don't know why. It should. The plane is not moving at all. There is no maneuver node. I'm confused. Unless... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. The maneuver is radial. And it's already currently sitting on radial. Well, okay then. Fair enough. Alright. Well, here we go. The plane is going to make its burn against Sarnus. Maybe I can get some cool screenshots with this. Probably not. My face is in the way. My face is on the screen. This is the problem with doing it with face cam.
Well, it won't be... your face cam won't be there when you're screen capping or doing screenshots in KSP itself.
That's true. Can I do that?
I mean, OBS won't... Yeah.
What's the button to do a screenshot within Kerbal Space Program? If I don't have the Steam, the Steam overlay on, I don't have a Steam overlay. So is it actually Kerbal Space Program that takes the screenshot, or?
Yeah, Function F2 on Mac. I don't know what it is on Windows.
Okay, we are 454. That's our heading. Thiago wants me to do 350. I'm pretty sure. He says at 320 kilometers you have 0.12 Kerbin's atmosphere. I don't believe that. I don't believe you. Sorry. I wish I did, but I don't. Let's see what 454 does. We have a quick save, and we can always go back. I'm just being cautious here. So I think
F1.
F1?
Just F1 for screenshots in KSP.
Just F1.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay then. Let's do F2 to get the interface out of the way. And we'll say like, I don't know, something like, maybe it's something like this. Might be kind of nice. How can I tell if it did it?
You'll have to check in the KSP folder that you're currently running. It'll go into a folder called screenshots.
Okay. I'll look at that. Oh yeah, the comment people. People are so funny. It's Alt F4. It's like I don't know what that does. I mean, granted, I was a Mac guy for about 10 years of my life, so okay, maybe I didn't know what that did back then, but come on now. Come on now. I've been on PC as my primary system for at least 2 years. I know what Alt F4 does by now. All right. We're going closer. Ooh. I think we don't really need the flight computer in the way. Kerbal Engineer is almost pointless at this point, as far as the interface goes, but We'll leave it up just for everybody else's sake. I can't believe I haven't lost signal yet. Like, Slate didn't get in the way. That's impressive. We're going to go under the rings here. Oh, man. Kind of wanted to go over the rings, but I think we're going to go under them. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Look at the rings. Oh, man. That's cool. I want my satellites within these rings. The whole goal is to put them kind of within the rings. I mean, if they're a little above it or a little below it, then fine, but I don't want them to be, like, super angled, super inclined. I want the satellites, like these little gaps right here. How sweet would it be if I could get so much precision that the satellites were right within these gaps? It would just be cool, I think. Like, have the, like, right where my plane is right now, we have a satellite there. And it just kind of comes around and goes around that way. I think that would be so cool. It just feel like I'm about to crash into this planet. It's so big that the way I'm heading right now, it feels like I'm about to go straight into it. Okay.
And this is basically Saturn, right?
Yeah. Okay. It looks to me like we still have a signal, which is impressive. The camera is rotating. That's not a good sign. Why did the camera rotate? Normally it does that when you're about to, like, you know, when you're in re-entry or something. I just feel like I'm falling into Sarnus right now. In 4 minutes, the plane is going to try and hold prograde, which is actually pretty good timing. There we go. So the plane will now move itself to go to prograde. Yeah, we almost crashed right into Sarnus, just like Cassini. Yep. That would have been it. Retract solar panels? They've already been retracted. Wait. Wait. Why didn't they retract? I already retracted them. Retract them.
What kind are you using?
Retract them all. You have 7 minutes. Do it now. Do it. You have 8 minutes, actually. It's 7. We have a 7-minute and 58-second delay. Get in there, solar panels. You know what happened? The command to retract them all processed when they were retracted, and then it extended them during that. I guess that's what happened, because I already had them retracted like a long time ago, because I needed to retract them in order to send the signal to extend them. Oh, we're in the atmosphere, and we have 3 more minutes, and these solar panels are totally not... They're totally not retracted, and they just blew up. Okay, we have no solar panels now. That's fun. Wow, that was instantaneous. Like, all this stuff totally burnt up. We're only 15,000 meters into the atmosphere. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is like, we totally, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure, like, I've questioned whether or not you can even air brake in Sarnus at this point. Everything is bright red already. We're only 550. I have another 100,000 meters to go.
You'll be fine.
We'll see. If we're not, then I have to redo it.
How much speed are you bleeding off?
It looks like, I want to guess and say maybe 0.3 meters per second at the moment, but it's increasing. So maybe like half a meter per second right now.
You're also coming really hot, aren't you? Like 6,000?
Oh yeah, we're traveling at almost 6,200 meters per second. So, which is why I didn't want to go too deep. However,
he dug too deep.
I firmly believe. Uh-oh, wait, what was that? Oh, there goes the wing. Okay, we lost a wing. We've lost a wing. The other wing may go as well. We're starting to rotate. We're unable to maintain our heading. Honestly, I welcome a tumble.
Well, thankfully, you don't need a wing to fly in space.
We just lost the other wing. We are now wingless.
Tumbling bleeds or distributes heat evenly. So.
I would like it to.
So now since you have both wings gone, it is now balanced.
Well, it would be if we haven't been losing other things. Oh, there we go. Both stabilizers are now gone. Do we still have our engines? Yes, we still have our engines. That's the important thing. All the fuel has been transferred to the main tanks in the middle of the plane, so I could also I could have opened the air intakes. That would have added additional drag. All right, come on. Periapsis is 451. We still have another 40,000 meters to go.
It looks like a submarine.
It's a pretty awesome little vessel at the moment. Oh, God.
Well, there goes the plans to re-enter Kerbin. It's definitely not coming back now.
Nope, it's definitely not coming back now. I don't have any parachutes on there, but even if I did, well, we're losing some stuff. Hang on, I don't know what just exploded. Something's exploding. We got some stuff exploding now. I don't know what it is. It's unclear of what we're losing, but we're losing parts left and right here. Little parts around the outside. Might have been an air intake. It was our tail fins, I think. No, I think we lost those a long time ago. What was that we just lost? I don't know what it was, but we're...
Pull up that window that tells you what's exploding.
Was it F3? Yeah.
3 or 4?
Yeah, it's 3. Okay, so we've lost the solar arrays, we've lost the tail fins, then the heavy wings exploded, followed by all the air brakes and all that stuff. Then the other wing exploded, followed by all the control surfaces and the brakes. Then we lost the stabilizers on the left and right side. Then we lost an FL-T400 propellant tank. That must be the tanks that are mounted on the left.
On the side.
Yep, which is no longer has any fuel in them. Then we lost a couple of KW rocketry tanks. That's the tanks on the side. Then we just lost a shot cone. So, yeah, we're missing a tank on this side. And I imagine we'll probably lose other tanks, but as long as we still have the engines and the cargo bay and everything inside the cargo bay, we can technically still complete this mission, I think. We're coming in so hot that our atmospheric effects are coming back around. You can almost, it's weird, like, I don't know what the graphics are doing, but, uh-oh, we're losing things. No, hang on, never mind, it's just getting extra red. We're still going down, that's the problem. We're not even going up yet.
Yeah, I used the inflatable heat shield to do this, and it worked a little bit better heat-wise.
Why didn't I think of this? Because it's not aerodynamic when I'm trying to fly. How would I deploy it? Like, I'd have to put it on my nose or something, right? Because I have to fly out of Kerbin. That would be incredibly hard to do.
What you'd have to do is you'd have to hide it behind the nose, like a fairing nose cone.
What if instead I put a nose cone on the front of the plane with a decoupler, and underneath that I had one of those construction docking ports? Then when the plane is in orbit, I bring up another vessel and I, like, in orbit mount the heat shield to the front of the plane at that point with the construction docking port, and then eliminate the ports. I could then it would be as if I launched with it in front of the plane, but I would have to have another launch for that. Oh, hang on, I think we just got a capture. We totally did. We're captured. Yep, we're totally captured. And we are still going down. We got another 9,000 meters to go, but we're not technically burning up yet. We definitely are facing retrograde, so the engines are taking all of the heat right now. They seem to be doing okay though. They're doing okay.
Does have a heat map thing.
Huh?
Engineer does have a heat box that you can pull up to see what part's the hottest and what percentage it is.
Oh yeah. So it looks like hottest part right now are the broadsword engines, which I don't need those anymore, so burn away. Critical thermal percentage is riding around 90% actually. So good. And we're slowing down a lot. We're almost at periapsis. I think we're too far. I think we went in too far.
Told you went too deep.
350 would have been way bad. 350 would have been horrible. Thiago. Just calling him out. Look at this. This is what we got for 450. We're totally captured, and like we might even get inside Elu's orbit with this. We totally will. I'm actually a little bit nervous about. We might not even escape Sarnus at this. At this rate, I don't think we're going to escape. I think we're going to be trapped in the atmosphere. We still haven't reached periapsis yet.
Thankfully, you have that save.
Yeah, I think 450 is too deep. We could come back to maybe I just cancel the maneuver altogether and see what happens at this pace. I think I probably should. Save me 24 meters per second. Not that it's that much, but it's still something. Hey, the positive is with all those parts blowing up, I now have 1500 meters per second. I've gained 100 meters per second on this. I've gained delta V due to my craft being a lot lighter now.
It was engineered that way.
Huh?
It was engineered to shed parts.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're supposed to do with an SSTO, right? Okay, so apoapsis is now like 8.5 million meters. Where the apoapsis is almost to the rings, and we are just now. We're pretty much at periapsis now. I think we're too deep. I don't think we're getting out. That's incredible. Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, you're not getting out of that. That is one, I'm going to say one.
Trajectory prediction has been stopped. There are now too many iterations. Yeah, because you can't tell me that I'm getting out. And you have no idea where I'm going to land because there is no surface. See the glitch that Trajectories has, though? If I go this way, you can see there's like this part that's floating around. Well, you can't see it yet, but people who are watching the game right now, you'll see this part flowing around. Like, it's all over the place. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's a really big glitch, and it only happens when I have Trajectories on. If I turn Trajectories off, all the glitches go away. Yeah, I think I need to F9. I'm not getting out.
You're not getting out of that.
At this rate, even if I get out, I don't have enough fuel to circularize. It's too close. That's impressive. Okay. Okay, well, let's F9 and go back and...
I guess the question is, do you want to watch it die?
No. I don't have enough time for the stream to do that. Okay, so... let's see. I think I'm just going to cancel that maneuver and just let this do what it's going to do. So, do I have the solar panel thing? I need to cancel, retract all solar panels. This one right here needs to be canceled because they're already retracted. And then we need to cancel the maneuver that we're going to do. So let's cancel that and... hold maneuver prograde, execute maneuver. This is the one I want to do right here. Execute plan maneuver, this one. So we'll cancel all of those. Cancel the retraction of solar stuff. Then we'll have it hold orbital prograde if it can. I think I want to adjust that one, but it's fine. Let's pitch this to 50. And then I'll just tell it to do it now. Okay, so we're not going to execute this maneuver anymore. Because it was too deep. Definitely too deep. Okay, it is going to now hold orbital prograde with a 50% pitch. Or 50%, 50-degree pitch. Let's let it get in position for that. Hold pitch 45 so you enter with the belly. It should be entering at 50 right now. At least that's what I told it to do. I'm not sure how to really tell it to do that, but I think that's what it's going to do. Oh, here it is. Yeah, hold 50. Okay. Yeah, hold 50 degrees in 7 minutes. That's what it's going to do. Okay. But then it's going to hold orbital prograde, and no, I don't want to do that. So let's go like this, I think. Hold on, I'm playing around with a custom now. There's a custom button. Okay, hold on. Let's accelerate here. So you should pitch 50 degrees now. Is that actually going to be 50 degrees, or what's it doing? I find you to be very confused at the moment, plane. I think the plane is a bit confused. That doesn't appear to be accurate. No. Nope, I would say that's not accurate at all. No. I know how to come in with the belly. I could just tell it to do radial out, but then it might actually come in sideways on the wing and stuff. What is this doing? I'm actually curious to see what this is doing. It's moving, but it's not really like moving. It's holding 50 degrees, but that's not 50 degrees. That's not accurate to what I need. So how about I do this? Maybe I can guess it. If I tell it to do orbital prograde now, here's what we'll do, folks. I got it. We'll do a custom hold on this. So we'll let this move itself back to prograde. We'll just do a quick physics acceleration here. And then, while it's holding prograde here, what I can try to do, go in closer to Sarnus. Okay, now that we have this camera, we'll let it get back to prograde. And now what I'll do is I'm going to pull up, if I can. It's fighting me. It's fighting me pretty hard, actually. Okay. Are you not going to do it? Yeah, it's totally overriding me. Okay, fine. Cancel the prograde hold. Quickly, please. You have no time. Then, you know what? Just kill. Kill rotation now. Solar panels are in, correct? Yep, they're in this time. That's good. Everything else will probably die anyway, because it did last time. It did very fast last time, but we're not going nearly as deep this time. We're only going to 517. So rather than doing 450. I think that will make a huge difference, but I still think we're going to get captured. Okay, let's point up like this. We'll tilt ourselves like that, which is pretty close to where we want to be anyway, as far as our angle. Right? That's pretty close to what we wanted to be, right?
I guess.
I think it's close. I think it's close. And we're in the atmosphere. Okay, we're in Atmo. Everything is instantly red. Fun. In 20 seconds, the thing will try and hold its rotation, but I think that might be a bit too late. Can I force this to... No, it's going to spin. It's going to rotate too much. There goes the wing.
No.
Wing is gone already. There goes the other wing. There goes a whole bunch of stuff. Explosions everywhere. All these weak parts. They just can't hack it. Oh, man. And we're spinning. Okay. And we're rotating. And we're rotating. That's okay. Rotation is fine. We have no connection. Okay. Does that mean the antennas inside the cargo bay blew up? Hold on, let's look inside. What's happening on the inside here? Everyone cozy? Antennas seem to be okay. The dishes are fine. The dishes are pretty important. Okay. Yeah. Have things blowing up still. I mean, theoretically, we should be fine, right? I mean, we were fine last time at 450. All the critical components still survived that. We came in at a different angle this time, but I think it should be fine. Do we still have solar panels, or are those gone? I imagine those are toast. Yeah, those are definitely toast. Uh-huh. They certainly are. Okay. So no solar panels, no wings, no brakes, no anything at all. Just us, our tanks, and our engines. But the good news is we're actually approaching periapsis now, which is really good news. And let's check trajectories, even though it's going to cause a big old graphical problem. Okay. This white line is trajectories, so it's getting pulled in. This is what trajectories estimates our orbit will be when we come out of the atmosphere. I don't know how it's getting that prediction, considering it should know we have considerable room to go in the atmosphere left, but I don't think it's accurate, but we'll see. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not tuned for something like Sarnus. I don't know. Either way, oh no, our MechJeb unit inside the cargo bay is heating up. Why is that heating up? We do have MechJeb installed on this plane. I'm curious if MechJeb has a signal delay. Would MechJeb have the signal delay? I don't know. If I turn on smartass, it won't matter anyway. I can't control it from here. No, we'll use the flight computer. I don't know if MechJeb's going to have the delay, but we'll use the flight computer. All right, we're about to hit periapsis. Just do a retrograde burn and use a lunar slingshot to inject yourself into a planetary orbit. He says that like it's like so easy to do. I think he's completely forgetting just how much fuel I have.
Yeah, it's fun stuff, isn't it?
It's just like, do this. It's so easy. Okay. It's so easy. Yeah, you're right. It is. We'll just. It's like the same. It's the same idea. Like, I consider all possibilities. I really do, and I fully acknowledge that a real proper slingshot around another planet to get to Sarnus probably would have shaved off 1,000 delta V or more. Probably would have. Totally acknowledge it. I'm just not gonna like spend the time to try to figure out exactly when those transfer windows are. I just don't have the time for that. It would have been years. It might have been even centuries of in-game time. I might have had centuries of time acceleration to find that because of how slingshots work. And now that I'm already going around Sarnus, now that I'm already in the atmosphere on my way to Sarnus, currently burning up in the atmosphere, there's not a whole lot I can do for course correction. It's not going to happen. Especially, like, doing a retrograde burn now would be pointless. The nerves in the atmosphere, it would be pointless. What a waste of fuel. I already have a burn scheduled 20 minutes from now. Uh-oh, something blew up. What's that? What is it? What is it? Is it something important? Looks like a tank. Yeah. Oh no, it's one of my nerves. No! I lost one of my nukes. That's not good. I need the nukes. Come, don't blow up other nukes. Stay in, other nukes. I mean, the other one might as well blow up. I can't use it now anyway. Oh, that's such bad luck. Why isn't it like rotating around now? It's been staying put. Let's do a little time acceleration here. See if I can speed this process up. I want to get out of the atmosphere and see what happens. In 20 minutes, we're gonna do a retrograde burn anyway.
Well, thankfully, Charlie, if no more nerves blow up, you could shut the opposite one on the other side that didn't blow up down, and you'll be balanced. I think.
No, because I'll still have extra weight on one side, because the nerve actually has weight. But, you know, honestly, though, there's already a fuel tank on one side out, and so I'm not sure, like, what our balance will be anyway. But, all right, there we go. So we're no longer heating up. Are we captured yet? No, we're not captured, actually. That's such a huge difference. My gosh, that's a huge difference. Like, if you go 450, you went too far. If you go 510, you don't even get captured. All right. Should we try 485, 470? Let's just see about this retrograde burn that it's about to do. But I don't have a signal, so I can't shut down the engine because I don't have a signal to tell it to shut down the engine. Mm-hmm. So it's going to burn, and it's not going to stay on point. But hopefully it stays on point enough to where we might be able to get a capture out of it. We'll see. In 8 minutes, I should have had that happen sooner. We're already halfway out to the ring. We're already almost 2 million meters away from Sarnus. But hopefully this retrograde burn does something. It's only a 30-second burn. But maybe it'll be enough. All right. So let's see what it does. We're rotating. We're good. Our payload is fine. Our payload is probably fine. I don't know why the payload would be bad. All the fuel is... We still have fuel in some of these side tanks. Oh, we still have fuel in some of the side tanks. I need to get that transferred for the sake of balance. Actually, if I put a whole bunch of fuel on the side that has the engine, if I transfer the remaining fuel that's on these other side tanks and transfer it over there to the side where the engine isn't, that might help a little bit. Kind of already is that way, though. Let's transfer the fuel over here. And then, how much do these nerves weigh? I don't know, but I'm going to need a bunch of fuel there. So let's maybe take some fuel out of this tank and put it in this over here. We'll try to, like, maybe put some more weight on this side to offset the fact that we don't have an engine over there. I like how I can do all this instantaneously. There's no delay on fuel transfers. Uh-huh. Let's put some more. I think we need some more over here. Okay, let's see if that's enough. Should have a burn happening.
Engineer does give you torque too, so you know if you're balanced or not.
Oh.
I think it's under thrust torque, and
yeah.
there's an offset angle as to, well.
Yeah, no, it's definitely telling me some torque's happening, and it's not a good reading. It's not good news. Actually, I don't want to transfer fuel that way. I want all the fuel to be in the middle. I have 218 kilonewton meters of torque right now. It's not a lot. It's not good. Hopefully the reaction wheel built into the plane can offset a lot of that. Here we go. Nope, it definitely can't. We are now burning in a circle. Okay. Great. That's wonderful. What if I put fuel into this tank? It's helping. But we're just burning in a circle. I can't lose the nerve. I have to get into orbit of Sarnus and not lose that nerve. That was just really bad luck losing that engine. Okay, I think what I want to do is I want to F9 this again. This time I'm not gonna tell it to kill the rotation. I'm actually gonna put it into a roll, I think. I think I'm gonna actually put the thing purposely into a roll and let that roll happen. Like encourage it to roll. So if I was to tell it to not do this, and not do this, and not do this. Actually, you know what? Let's go just a little bit. I know I'm a little bit... Oh, it's going to be too late here. Face the node, please. Let's change this node to where it's not quite so deep. But we'll still go deeper than 514 or 517, but we're not going to go as deep. So instead, let's go... out to like maybe 490, 482. Good, that's fine. So we'll go to 482 instead. We're going to have to cancel the execute plan maneuver. We're going to have to cancel that. Okay, let's time accelerate a bit. Get all these maneuvers wiped out. I want to execute plan maneuver. It's a 2-second burn. Should put us at 482 now. I think that's probably better. Crazy Man says 1 minute. No, we're not ending the stream until I'm in orbit of Sarnus. I'm sorry. You can just sit tight, people. Or you can leave. That's fine too. But I would rather you stay. But I'm not going to make you. I can't do that. So join the Discord. All right. I'm pretty sure this is a thing. We're lined up. When are we going to execute the maneuver? Is that going to happen soon? All I see are holds. Execute this. Signal delay is too high. Okay, so I can't tell it to execute because it won't be able to execute it on time. So I'll have to do it manually. Fine. Thankfully, it actually doesn't delay me. So how about we just do it now? I don't need to wait 5 minutes. I can just do it now. So periapsis height right now is 516. So I'll just burn until this is about 480. And that's about right. Apparently, I don't have any signal delay on my thrust. I don't know why, but I don't. Let's do 483. Okay, now what I'm going to do is let's actually cancel all these commands that say hold. Yeah, let's cancel all those commands that say hold. And I think I still want it to do the 30-second burn with 100% thrust. I think I still want that to happen. But it's going to hold prograde now. No, it's not. It's going to flail, which is what I want it to do. I want it to rotate all over the place. Like, just put it into a random spin. You know? Spin will be hard with RemoteTech. Nonsense! Spin will be very easy with RemoteTech. I'll just hold the button down for an undisclosed amount of time, and when it starts to take effect, ta-da, we're in a roll. So, let's go to... I want to get this... Okay, there we go. So, let's get closer to the surface now. And then what I'm going to do... It's got to get close enough to where we don't have a signal loss. I think this is probably good enough just to start it. So I'll just hold this button down. There's no RemoteTech keeping it locked. There's no SAS unit or anything like that. So we'll just do this. And we'll just put this thing into a spin. And then I'll also add a little bit of this to it. So we'll also go up and down kind of thing like this. It's kind of hard to get it to... It is pretty hard to get it to go like up and down. Like rolling around counterclockwise right now is easy, but getting it to actually want to come... I need to do this. I need to time it. That's what I need to do. I need to time the influence. Well, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. There we go. So this is like a nice roll, right? A really nice roll. And this will be nice and crazy. We'll do a physics time warp so that it really, like, we can speed up time. So the problem is, though, like, I'm going to be physics time warping forever. Maybe not forever, but it is spinning around pretty fast now. It's a bit tall heavy. Oh, tail heavy. Yeah, it is very tail heavy. Most planes are. At least most planes like jets and like this. If you don't have engines on the wings, yeah, most planes are tail heavy. That's where all the engines are. I just like the rings. Like, this is just cool. The guy did a really great job. I forget what the guy's name is that did the mod, but he did a really nice job. And he integrated it with environmental visual enhancements, which is the mod I'm using for like the cloud covers and stuff like that. So some of his planets, there's one of his planets has an atmosphere and it has cloud cover and stuff. It's cool. All right, let's keep this rotating. I want this to be faster even. Really, I'll really get it spinning. There we go. Really get it spinning. Now it's really crazy. Perfect.
Good.
Perfect. This should help. This should help with like spreading the heat out amongst all the parts. And who knows? Maybe it'll actually adjust our inclination a little bit. Who knows? I doubt it. This is like the reverse form of spin stabilization, and it probably won't last long either. As soon as it hits the atmosphere, I don't know if it'll stay spinning, but we're gonna try. It's gonna be a while. I can only go 4 times speed, but I wanted to start the spin early because I thought I might lose signal, which now I know is not true. So there you go. But whatever, it's cool. I get to read the comments now. Who's to say that Sarnus has a surface? So Sarnus doesn't have a surface. It's a gas giant. Doesn't actually have a surface. I think there's been people who have tried to land on Jewel, like quote unquote land on Jewel. They get to, I think it's like you get 250 meters above the surface, quote unquote, and then your ship just blows up or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't quite get to 0, I don't think anyway. But your ship does blow up. See, now eventually this spin isn't gonna, I want the spin to go like all over the place. It's not quite, it's kind of staying prograde facing while it spins. I'd like it to do something
Should at
different.
least keep the nerves protected, though.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. If I spin this way like this, but it doesn't protect any of the other parts, but it does protect the nerves. And if I can keep the rotation, it's less likely to try to flip over and go retrograde. It's less likely. But I don't know if I can keep the spin. Like, I think it's only going to keep spinning if I can hold down the button to keep the spin going. But once I lose signal, I'm not going to be able to keep the spin. But we'll see. It's something to try. You can use your ailerons to spin in your canards too. You know, that's a good point, but I'm not sure with the current spin I'm going to be able to click them very easily. Let's try. Nope. Yep. Not quite. Oh, got one. I want Yeah, it's all active anyway. Okay, we're in the atmosphere. No, we're not. I thought we were. It's 760, not 560. Hitting deploy on one side, and then divert on the other. What? What is going on? Why isn't this spinning? Oh, I've lost... See, yeah, I just lost signal. So I can't maintain the spin. So it's... I don't think it's going to level out, but it's, like... the spin slowed down. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever happens, happens. All right, let's kill this time acceleration here so we don't go into Sarnus's atmosphere at 4 times speed here. Oh yeah, that's not spinning very fast at all. But we'll see what happens. We're in the atmosphere now. It's getting red. We have no signal, no control. Whatever happens, happens.
Please do not follow Diego's advice and block the camera.
Actually, would like to go free cam though.
I think everyone would get a little queasy.
Yeah. Wow, I lost that already? That was quick. Okay, both wings are gone. That doesn't last long at all. As long as the nerves survive. The nerves have to survive. If they don't survive, at least like 2 of them that are symmetrical to each other. Yeah, right, what's the chances of that happening? Press V until you're in locked view. Nope, not gonna do it. Locked view for when you are spinning. Yeah, that's gonna make us spin, isn't it? I don't want the camera to spin too. Oh, what's blowing up now? I wish I could keep the list of like actions, like the log of what's happened in the mission. Wish I could keep it open without the game pausing. Well, there goes our solar panels. They actually lasted longer than I thought they would. Surprised my stabilizer on the right side hasn't blown up yet. We are still spinning around in circles, which is a good thing. I like this. We're not like locked to... The computer's not trying to keep the rotation killed. It's allowing it now. Like last time I had kill rotation on, and I think that was the reason why they got too hot. Now it's going to be allowed to roll around a bit. But it's also going to go deeper this time. Before, we would have hit periapsis right now. So, rather than hitting periapsis now, we have another 40,000 meters to go. Which isn't as bad as last time, but it's still quite a bit deeper than before. We're not really rolling around as much. I think we're in good shape. Ish. We've burnt off quite a bit of speed. Take a look at the trajectory. Trajectory is looking okay. Starting to turn around. Wrap around. Liquid helium core. I'm reading the comments now. Uh-oh, something's blowing up. What is it? Tell me it's not the nerves. Nope, nerves are fine. What is it then? Control surfaces. Not a big deal. Looks like we lost a fuel tank. Lost 2 fuel tanks, actually. Both on the same side. Damn it. Well, can we lose 2 of the other ones? Can you blow up, please? Let's transfer all the fuel. Make sure all the fuel tanks are into the center tanks here. Not sure why that wasn't done already, but it wasn't. Dang it. Oh, we just lost a tank. We're losing all of our fuel tanks, but we're not losing the engines yet. Trying to preserve all the fuel I can. Should have done this before we entered Sarnus. I thought I had, but I guess I didn't. We must have missed some of the tanks. We're losing a lot of tanks. Damn. We just lost a nerve. We lost a nerve again. Maybe we'll get lucky, though, and we'll get captured this time and we won't need it. Because we're deeper this time. Or we'll lose another nerve on another side or something. I don't know. We have 204 kilonewton meters of torque now. Okay, well, that was the wish I needed. We just lost another nerve on the opposite side. It's also the symmetrical one, so okay. Not bad. We have 85 kilonewton meters of torque now. Which is still too much for the reaction wheel to handle, but
Just limit the thrust on one side until you get it closer to 0.
won't be able to do that without a signal, and I won't have a signal until the
that's
burn.
Right.
But if we're captured, I don't think it'll matter. Because generally, the fact that I'm going in a circle will mostly cancel it out. We'll just lose the fuel. But as long as we're captured, which we're getting close. We are at periapsis now. Yep, we're on our way back up now, which is good. We're on our way back up, and I think we're going to get captured. Yep, I'm thinking we are. There's a good chance that we're going to get captured from this one. I just don't want to lose any more nerves. If we could not lose... Could you take out the broadswords? Just blow up the broadswords. Like, I don't need them anymore. Just get rid of them. They're sticking out past the nerve anyway. I think the reason why we lost those nerves, though, was because we actually lost the fuel tanks that they were attached to. We didn't actually... Like, the nerves themselves didn't blow up. The tank that they were attached to blew up, and then the nerves were just, like, floating, and then they blew up. So, that's a structural problem, I guess. We should
Yeah, you could see him float away.
We should be fine, though, because we're slowing down and going higher. So at this point, we should be fine.
Well, Charlie, I'm gonna head out. It's been fun.
Oh, man. You're going to
Good
head
luck.
out right before I'm captured. Here it comes. It's going to happen. Just give it, like,
I got work in the morning.
10 more seconds, pet. or Kit. 10 more seconds, man.
1,
Just kidding.
2,
We're totally captured now.
3.
We are. We're captured now. We're good. So we don't have to worry about it. We're going to stay in Sarnus without the burn. The worst thing that could happen is the burn I have scheduled actually kicks us out. That would be the worst thing that could happen. I'm not sure that it will, but... All right. Well, it's been fun. Thanks for joining me, Kit. Appreciate it. Kit's no longer in the chat. So, it's been fun. This mission is quite a bit more complex than I thought it would be. But I'm happy that we're finally captured around Sarnus now. That's fun. And we're going to get brought in here. Let's turn to trajectories mods predictions off. Yeah, we're getting brought in. Great news. I now have more than 1,600 meters per second of delta V left. Which means, of course, it would be pending our ability to actually fly straight with the parts we've lost. But it would mean, however, that we could go and visit someplace if we wanted to. We could go around the Sarnus system and visit Tecto or visit Elu or Ovok. Ovok's pretty cool. It's in the shape of an egg. It's not perfectly round. It's egg shaped. That'd be fun to visit. Okay, so something else just blew up. What was it? No, what's blowing up? Stop blowing up. What is happening? We just lost another nerve. What? How am I losing stuff? I thought we were going to be friends. You would let me live. I thought you were going to let me live. Can you blow up the other nerves? Or just take out the other tanks? That would be great. Then I'd have a symmetrical nerves. That would be fine. Having it be symmetrical would be totally fine with me. Just don't take out the other one on the one side, otherwise we're totally screwed. Or take them all out. Actually, at this point, I'm okay with you just taking them all out. Just completely wreck. Just completely wreck my engines. I'm fine with that. We actually have an encounter with Slate again right now. It's not favorable. I do not want to get an encounter with Slate. That would throw my orbit off big time. Gotta be getting there, man. It's got some nerve to break away. Yeah. Good comment. This is not heat resistance. See, the MK4 parts are awesomely heat resistant. Every other part on the craft is not. It's like the Mark IV parts are awesome. The Mark IV parts are this one, and this one here. These 4 long parts in the center, the big parts in the structure. Those are all MK4 parts. Those are all fine. I had no worries about those things breaking up. Okay, good. We're not going to get an encounter with Slate, and we're going to be way outside of Slate's sphere of influence from now on. Good. So now my biggest fear, which it's Elu, so no, we're not going to get an encounter with Elu. So we're good. We're never going to get an encounter with any of Sarnas's moons, because Elu is way too small to affect us from that far away. I suppose it's possible at some point that we might run into Ovok, but I kind of want to run into Ovok anyway. It's not possible. Nah, we're going to be too far away from that. So maybe Hail, but Hail is so small that I won't care. Are we in space? Not yet. Pretty close. Pretty close. Unfortunately, I still have that maneuver planned, which is not good. It's going to throw me all over the place, and it's going to burn, and I don't like it. No signal to send command on. Damn. I'd really like to shut down that engine. Not going to happen, though. All right, well, let's time accelerate up to where the maneuver is. The problem is we need to get all these satellites out of this vessel because maybe I should do that. Maybe I should get the satellites out. Because if I can't burn accurately at apoapsis to get this out of the atmosphere, then we're just going to burn up anyway. So like I still need a maneuver up here, you know? So let's hope this burn doesn't really screw us over. Because this burn's going to go all over the place and I'll have no control over it. It's gonna be all over the place. There's nothing I can do. Damn, that sucks. Why not use the encounter? He says as if it's like something I can actually do. It's not a possibility. That's why I don't do it. That's why you don't use the encounter to your advantage, because it's not a possibility to use it. It's not like I can magically give myself another engine and be able to fly straight. I can't do that. And I'm also too far in on the moon already, so I won't get an encounter. So I would have to spend extra fuel to get further away from Sarnus just to get an encounter to get further away from Sarnus. It makes no sense. Rather than just going to my apoapsis and burning for like 20 meters per second to bring myself out of the atmosphere. Which I can hopefully do, but I can't count on that. I'm gonna have to do it manually, and not with the flight computer. I just have to hope that this burn doesn't wreck me, and it very well might. Might as well get this over with and see what happens, because it's gonna go all over the place in a circle right now. Here we go. Just don't mess up. Just like don't wreck what we've built, okay? Just don't wreck it. Okay, you're bringing the apoapsis in, but you're probably also going to start bringing it out. Yep, now you're bringing it out. You're also bringing this out. I think it's going to mostly cancel itself out because it's going to go backwards and forwards. It's just a waste of fuel. That's all it is. Okay, fine. It's a waste of fuel. Good. Okay, so there we go. So now the next maneuver we need, the final maneuver we're going to make tonight, is this apoapsis right here. And I just need to burn far enough to get myself out of Sarnus's influence, or get out of Sarnus's atmosphere. And then we're done. 789 will work. So if I just spend 21 meters per second prograde over here, we'll be able to get out of Sarnus's atmosphere. Now I want to burn further. I'd like to burn out into the rings. That's what I'd like to do, because that's where I want to release the satellites. So if I burn out this way to about here, not even that, let's go in further. Let's go a little closer, like there. So for 122 meters per second, I can get 2.5 million away from Sarnus, and I can get pretty much right into the rings. Is there any way I can bring it up? Not from there. I'll have to do it somewhere else. But okay, so this is where I want to burn it, right here. 122 is what I need. I don't have a signal yet, so I need to wait till I have a signal in order to send a signal to the craft. So let's do that. Come up through the rings. It's a beautiful planet. It's a beautiful planet. Hello, Sarnus. If you're watching the stream and you're not subscribed and you like KSP stuff, hit the subscribe button. I do KSP stuff. I do other stuff too. If you're into XCOM, I've had a Long War 2 series happening for quite some time. It's been very fun. I'm also playing Mass Effect Andromeda. That's been pretty fun. I personally, to me, Mass Effect Andromeda has been more interesting than XCOM 2, on a personal level, like for me. But XCOM 2, I think, has been more fun to play. So it's like they each have their own benefits. Point to the node, please. We're going to have to burn this manually, and we're going to have to do it by essentially limiting our thrust and really being meticulous on what we're doing. It looks to me like we're about to get an encounter. Right here. Yeah. This maneuver, if I execute it like this, I'll end up with an Elu periapsis. That's cool. You guys want to see Elu before we end the stream? I want to stop by and say hi to Elu. I'm good with that. Elu's not going to adjust our orbit very much, so I'm good with that. Yeah. Let's get up to the maneuver. Throttling back time warp. Oh, we're bringing out the solar panels now, which they don't exist anymore. They don't exist, which is fine. We have the satellites in here are the reason why we have power. Can I get my camera back to auto? Just auto's fine. There we go. The reason why we still have power are because... Oh, I have to... 7 minutes to open my cargo bay. Great. Okay, 7 minutes, open the cargo bay. Cool. The reason why we still have power are because these engines that are on all these satellites, each one of them has an alternator. They're like an RTG built into the engine. They're very expensive engines, and they are heavier, and they're very expensive. But they each have an alternator that's always generating electricity. And so we're able to use that always-on mechanism to give ourselves enough energy. It's offsetting the power that's being used by the flight computer, which is almost nothing, and by this satellite dish right here. This dish right here is the only reason we can control. Is it this one? No, it's not this one. It's this one. This dish is the only reason we can control. I'm actually going to turn this one on as soon as this one is ejected, right before I eject this one, because I still need to have communication. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary. I mean, I'll still have communication if I... Ooh, that antenna is right through that dish. I hope it doesn't break the antenna. That would be bad. Okay, let's go. All the way out to the maneuver. There's Slate. Bye-bye, Slate. Okay, let's slow down a bit here. Now, I need to make a couple of preparations before we get into this. I'm totally going to F5 this because I like the result that we just got, so cool. So, A couple of things I have to do. First thing I want to do is I want to get rid of this engine. I need to completely disable it. So just shut it down. Then I want to figure out what my torque is. How much torque is on the vessel. Right now it's only 27 kilonewton meters. Okay, so is there anything I can do, like fuel transfer wise, to fix that? I don't think so. I'm gonna go with no because all my fuel tanks are on this side. Is it possible to make the back heavier so that the extra engine has less effect? Is that how that would work? It doesn't appear as though it works that way. Yes, it does. It's just a really minor effect though. It doesn't actually do a whole lot. Let's get it in this. Let's get it back here. If I make it heavier overall back here, it should nullify some of the weight difference. Just a little bit. By putting more of the weight near where it's a problem. I don't think it's going to affect it as much as I need it to, though. Yeah, I changed it by like a couple of newton meters. That whole transfer right there didn't even do anything. All right, never mind. Didn't do much.
Just shut down one of the nerves.
I already did.
It's 2 in 1, right?
Yeah, I already shut it down, but it still has weight. And that weight is different than this side. Plus, these tanks are still intact.
Yeah.
And there's no tanks over here. So it's not a whole lot I can do. But I guess one thing I could try is thrust limiting the one side.
Yeah, that's what I normally do when I lose an engine is thrust limit to...
If I bring this thrust down, I don't have a whole lot of time for this, actually. So I'm going to bring it down by a little bit, but I'm not going to have any time to readjust this before the maneuver happens. So this little random click that I just did is going to have to work. Because I don't have time to readjust it before the maneuver. Okay, so I have 20 kilonewton meters of thrust. Maybe I can actually lower it like this. And then it won't happen in time, but I'll try it anyway. Can I just delay it? I mean, I can delay by 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes isn't going to kill me here. I think 3 minutes will be fine. I can delay 3 minutes. I already did a quick save, so it's not a big deal. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I'm not gonna go 100% thrust anyway. Whoa! I just blazed right by my maneuver. Okay, well, whatever. Let's see what happens here. If I tell it to kill rotation, which it's not going to do anyway, never mind. Okay. Might as well just wait the extra 46 seconds and see what happens to my torque by doing this. Oh, it went way up. Oh, that's not what I want to do then. Why did it go way up? That's the opposite of that I thought would happen. Now I'm not going to burn. Now I'm going to wait again. We might not get our ELU encounter now because I have to wait all this way. Yeah, 3 more minutes I need to adjust that thrust percentage again. And good. Yeah, 16. Fine. Let's do it. Hopefully the reaction wheel can offset this a bit. It's a 107-second burn. Looks like the reaction wheel can actually handle this. It's working overtime here. Slightly moving. Ever so slightly. But it's probably fine. As long as our periapsis is now out of... Yeah, it is. Periapsis is now out of Sarnus' orbit, so we are now in a safe orbit around Sarnus. Good. Good, 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 good. So now the trick is to see about getting the periapsis to be about where I want my satellites to be deployed. So it'd be right about here, about 2.5 million meters out. I can probably get rid of the... I'm going to tell it to kill rotation instead of following the node. Still staying right on the node, so we're good. It's not too much. The reaction wheel has more authority over the craft than the torque. So we're able to stay locked. Good stuff. No, I did not install RCS. No RCS is installed on the plane. 1, because it would put extra weight. 2, because every maneuver I need to do and every move I need to make, there's such a huge period of time between every maneuver that there's more than enough time for a reaction wheel to move you in position. And if I need to make really, really small changes like I did to get closer to Sarnus, doing it way in advance and just killing the thrust on all my engines like I did at the start of this stream, will take care of it more precise than my RCS would anyway. Okay, I think right about here is where I want it. So, did I get my encounter with Elu or no? Yes, I did. We're still gonna encounter Elu. We're going to be 742,000 meters from Elu. And we are, yeah, we're looking good with our periapsis. It will adjust itself, actually. Maybe we can go just a little bit more here. If I go just a little bit more, oops, I can't do that map view. Open up the nav ball. It's not a big deal. We'll encounter Elu and it'll be fine. Cool. Well, guys, I think that's been an extra long stream tonight. Sorry about that. It just happened to be the way it is. We are now in orbit of Elu, or orbit of Sarnus, and we're all good to go. I could actually deploy one of these satellites if I wanted to, but I'm not going to until I get down closer to Sarnus, I think. Maybe. If I deploy, let's F5 this. If I deploy one right now, let's see what happens. If I turn this one on, if I activate this, I could just tell it to face Kerbin. I don't see why facing Kerbin would be a bad choice. Just face general and just face the planet rather than facing one particular satellite. If I activate this, it takes 7 minutes to do that. But once that's activated, I should be able to, at that point, let's also activate the small, can I get free cam? There we go. Let's activate the small, all right, hold on. Let's aim the camera here so I can see what I'm doing on this satellite. I need the small antenna to be deployed before I get this out. Well, I don't think I need that, actually, because the dish should provide, where is it? Right here, yeah. The dish should be good enough, actually, because the dish has a direct access to Kerbin, so I don't need omnidirectional control with this satellite because there's already a ComSat on here, so what I should do then is I can go ahead and say decouple. In 7 minutes, that will decouple. Then let's say 2 minutes after that happens, I want to deploy these solar panels. Nope, that's not going to happen because that command is going to get placed on the ship I'm currently controlling, so never mind. I need that to be a separate vessel before that will actually happen. I want to get one satellite deployed. How's that sound? We'll get one satellite deployed. That should be fine. Okay, so let's get that done. Kill rotation is got a signal delay. Fun. Wow, frame rates all of a sudden came back. That's so weird. Why do I all of a sudden have great frame rates? And now they're back to being... Oh, it's because in real time. Okay, so in real time I have like, I don't know, what is this? Like maybe 25 FPS, not bad. But when I go time acceleration, I got 60. Oh yeah. I got 60 when it's on time acceleration. Nice. Now let's get it back to speed up time really quick. Let's get all these commands in place. We're gonna activate this ComTech. That will activate this one, should give my ship a direct communication with Kerbin, with that satellite dish, and then this one can deploy. So we have access, good. Now we're draining power. Because having both of these on, there's not enough electricity being generated by these engines. So I need to get this thing out of here now. So here we go. I'm going to decouple this. It's a little bit sloppy. It's pretty sloppy, I gotta say. Not happy with the force percentage that was on that, but it did clear the cargo bay. Totally did. I'm not able to click anything on this because I'm technically not looking at that. Let's aim camera here and then reset camera. And then we're going to tab to, or I can't tab to it. Oh, that's how you do it. Brain fart. Okay, so now we need to deploy these. Why can I not click these to deploy them? Am I in time acceleration? No. Status retracted. Yes, I know. I'd like to extend them. It won't let me. It won't let me extend them. All I have is aim camera controls. Wait, hold on. What? There it goes. So bizarre. I went down on my time acceleration like I wasn't in physics acceleration. No way. That was weird. Anyway, extend all solar. Where's the flight computer for this? There we go. Yep. Oh, it did it twice. Go figure. Does that mean it's going to retract now? Look at how far away it's getting already. I also want to get this omnidirectional out. So let's activate this as well. Come on, you got to hurry up and get out. Solar panels, you're going to run out of electricity. And are we good? Oh my gosh, we're actually not. Oh, the satellites don't have enough power. Really? Hold on, it's got to be because of your orientation, right? Where's the sun? Where's the sun? Where is the sun? There it is. So you have what? 74. Okay, let's see if we can get you oriented better. No clue how to do that, actually. I'm really confused. You're not moving? Oh, shit. That sucks. That sucks really bad. I need to figure out how to get this thing oriented properly. Auto. How am I going to get this oriented properly? With a 15-minute delay. It's not going to last. It's not going to last. It's not going to have the power. I need the solar panels to have direct sunlight, like to be directly pointed at the sun. It's only down. I'm only losing two electric charge per second. If I can get all the panels pointed at this thing, it'd be fine. But I can't control it because that's how RemoteTech works. Yeah, so it's dead now. The satellite would totally die. I'm wondering if there's a way to do that. If there's a way to actually get it to deploy and then turn it fast enough to where we're directly facing the sun. I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to F9 this because I did save it beforehand. And then when I deploy it out of the cargo bay, I need to try to do it in a way like I need to act really fast. I need to like immediately turn this thing to where it's facing the right orientation to the sun. Otherwise, there's not going to be enough power. The rest of the satellites will be fine because they don't have Comtech 1s draining their electricity. So like the rest of these satellites will be totally fine. But these two satellites here, these two Comtech satellites, apparently do not have enough solar panels to get full electric charge on them unless they're facing the sun like full on, like directly at it. They need 100% exposure on all panels. So, or at least more than 74% on all panels. So anyway, we'll figure that out next stream. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's been really fun. If you like the stream, give me a thumbs up. It really means a lot to me if you do that. Subscribe if you haven't already. I have more videos coming. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I have other links in the description as well if you want to check them out. My name is Charlie. I'm with Hot Tips for anyone who's new. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. It's been fun. Bye.